Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nirja and today I'm going to make Venus placements in all 12 houses. But before that, let us understand what is Venus all about and what is its role, in the Vedic astrology, and why are we giving too much of importance to Venus. But before that, if you're new to my channel, then please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon so that you can stay connected with me and my upcoming videos. So let us understand what is Venus all about. Planet Venus is actually associated with Shukracharya, who was, the Rakshas Guru, and he was actually someone who played a very important role in establishing, you know, uh, a very good spiritual connection with Lord Shiva. He was the guru who was, very much, dealing with the demonic energies. He was someone who played important role in creating a lot of problem between demons and God. But why are we still associated, Venus with luxury, comfort and everything? It is because of the fact that, demons were actually fighting for luxury and comfort throughout, their lifespan on, getting the throne of Indra. So that is how Venus is actually fighting for in your in your birth chart. It wants luxury, it wants comfort, it wants to fight for its presence in this world. So people usually think that Venus is something which is, luxury, comfort, and it is not going to give you. You have to fight for it. That is what it's the story is actually revolving around. you know you have to fight for it irrespective of where it is placed. And Venus, wherever it is placed in your birth chart, it won't receive respect very easily, because Shukracharya was being insulted many a times for his great knowledge, though he was a demonic guru, but his uh, knowledge was not being praised, much by anyone in this universe. Let it be through gods, or even the demons used to make fun of him at times, because he was not able to help them in getting Indra's throne. So that is how it is. Wherever Venus is placed in a birth chart, you will face some kind of discrimination, or even if you're having any kind of great knowledge about something, people will first judge you. People are going to make fun of you. After that, you will receive a lot of, honor and respect in that, place. So this is something which I have researched on my own. So let us see the placements of Venus in your birth chart in different houses. So if Venus is actually, being placed in the first house itself, so you want to be the center of attention, because what Venus wanted throughout its life is, you know the attention, the knowledge which it had. It wants, people to respect it. So you are a kind of person, wherever you go, you want people to respect you for who you are. Even if you look beautiful, you want people to respect you because you look pretty. Even if you're rich, people, you want people to respect you for your richness. So you tend to become a bit demanding, or the person whoever has Venus in the first house, they tend to become a bit demanding. And there are very high chances that, there are many females around you who would get jealous of you very easily, because we have to understand that, you know Venus is the natural ruler of Taurus, and Rohini nakshatra, falls in Taurus sign. And irrespective of Venus not being placed in Rohini, or in Taurus, still Venus in first house, you would attract people who are a bit, jealous of you, because you would present yourself in such a way that people will think you are the one, who knows everything. So people would tend to get jealous of you. So if you're an Aries ascendant and Venus is placed in the first house, so the second house is the ruler of Taurus, and the seventh house is, falls the Libra sign. So there are high chances, that you would know your spouse, you are known to your spouse, but this would be an arranged marriage. So this is a scenario where you would know your spouse through your, family members or your friend circle, but still you are going to do arranged marriage with this person, because Taurus is the second house. There is a high chances of you getting arranged marriage. So this is a very rare combination. If you have this placement, you can judge it in a way. So Venus in first house doesn't usually give people fair complexion. Okay, if Moon is placed along with Venus, or Jupiter being placed along with Venus, it will definitely give a fair complexion. But usually Venus in Libra would give fair complexion, but Venus in Taurus would definitely give a bit duskier complexion to people. And Venus in first house people are, very, they tend to naturally get, a bit comfort in life, because Venus is in the Kendra sthan. Okay, so it attracts a lot of comforts easily towards it, because it is demanding certain comforts easily towards it. No matter, even if you're not working, even if you're dependent on your family, you would definitely get some kind of assets through your family, or comfort through your family. So this is something which I have seen. So let's move on to Venus in second house. So if Venus is placed in second house, this is a very, very good placement for a person to become a singer, or you would be inclined towards something, which is related to singing. Even if you are a classical singer, or if you are someone who has a hobby of singing, I would definitely suggest you to get into singing. And you are kind of person who has some kind of artistic nature to you. So it is very important for you to understand why you have got this placement. So you can easily manipulate people through your words. So Venus in second house are the people who can manipulate people easily through their words, by their, sweetness. But if Venus is placed along with Mars, this person has some kind of boldness in speech. They are aggressive, but know when to stop, and when to, be very polite with people, and still present themselves in a very respectful way in the conversation. So Venus along with Mars in second house can make a person, someone who is participating in debates or something. They can become, a very good lawyer, or uh, be, they can win an argument with people very easily, even, just not being aggressive. So it's very good placement for Venus in second house. You can attract wealth very easily. But if Venus is the sixth house lord being placed in, the second house, then there are high chances that, you have to take care of your way of eating. You are very much prone to something which is liquids. You love soups, or something very much delicate. uh, I think, yeah, soup or something which is very delicate. This kind of food is something, you have to keep a bit control on yourself, because it can harm your, stomach at times. So you have to be, if sixth house lord being placed in second house, there are high chances that, you know you can also get into debts because of your family members, or because of your eating habits. You can get into debt. So be very careful of how you're spending your money. So Venus in third house, very good in, managing themselves in social media, because this is a natural ruler of, Gemini. So this is a kind of person who becomes very logical minded, rather than being too traditional, because Venus is a sign of very comfort, traditional, and not easily being pleased by people. But in Gemini sign, this becomes very logic. They become very kiddish. So this is a kind of person who would attract partners who are very kiddish in nature, or you can be very kiddish in nature, or you would like partner who are not well settled, or who are sitting in one corner, watching some kind of video games or something like that. You would attract certain people, or you love people who are vloggers, who are very good in social media, so you can fall in love with certain people very easily. So you should be very careful, because Venus in Gemini, this is a dual sign. There are high chances of you double dating people. So whoever has Venus in third house, especially in Gemini sign or any dual sign, there are high chances this kind of people will do double dating, or will have multiple partners together, while they feel like it's okay to date multiple people because they are not settled. This is the kind of mentality they may have, because they are not committed phobic. But Venus in Gemini is a person who is very intellectual, and they can make good earning through social media, especially in this today's generation, where you can earn a lot of money through YouTube, Instagram. So this is a very good placement to earn a lot of money through social media, or something through which you can communicate. So let's move forward with Venus in fourth house. So Venus in fourth house is actually uh, a person who is very much attached to their mother, irrespective of any signs being placed here. They demand respect from their mother, they demand love from their mother. Initially there can be some kind of differences between their mother and them, because as I told you, they may not get enough of respect easily, wherever it is being placed. So they need to put a lot of efforts to get the attention of their mother, or get respect at their home, when it comes to their siblings. So if they are being compared with their siblings, it may take a while for them to get that kind of acceptance from their family members. Venus in fourth house gives a lot of luxury comforts if it is placed in Cancer in Pushya Nakshatra. This is a kind of person who would definitely you know maybe initially they will struggle in life when they are unmarried, but after they get married, their luck is going to shot up. They are going to play a very important role in making their spouse life luxuriously, and they can be a lucky charm for their spouse. Venus in fourth house is a kind of person who would love to keep plants, indoor plants in their home, especially flowers. You can see a lot of flowers in this person's home, white. Their home is, they always have something white, either it is white curtain, or white walls. Something should be white for them. So they love peaceful and calm, serene uh, atmosphere at home. So you actually can meet your spouse through your family members or through your mother. There is a high chance for this. Let's move on to Venus in fifth house. So Venus in fifth house, which is ruled by planet Sun, which is Leo in natural zodiac sign. But irrespective of any sign, Venus being placed here is very, very, very beneficial, because it gives a lot of contacts through businesses. You can earn a lot of you know love from people around you. Many people love you, no matter, even if Venus is debilitated, people love you for who you are. I have seen Venus in fifth house. If people have Venus in fifth house debilitated, people still love them, people still care them. Venus debilitated in fifth house, they will have some kind of curly hair, or something related to hair. They will have some different kind of hair. Either it's wavy or curly if it's debilitated, but if it's well placed, they have a very pretty face, and very luxurious hair, very luxurious stomach. The stomach is very beautiful, attractive. People are attracted to their stomach. This is the kind of tummy people actually want, because you see in social media everywhere, people keep exercising to get some kind of a flat stomach, but they don't get it. But this is the kind of person who would naturally get a flat stomach, and people may envy them for having that. Venus in fifth house is the kind of person who's extremely creative, and through creative projects or through creative works, you can meet your future spouse. This is a kind of placement which would definitely give love marriage than arranged marriage, because Venus here attracts many people towards you. You are a kind of person, who are born to be loved in this lifetime. So this is the blessing from past life. If you wanted to actually do some kind of business, it is definitely going to shot up, even if it is debilitated. You have to see the placement of you know Mercury, where it is placed. But if Mercury is also debilitated in Pisces, then it is going to give a lot of problem. If Mercury is placed along with Saturn, it is going to give a lot of struggle for this Venus. You have to see the depositor, how it is placed, because that is how this this thing is going to play. But if Mercury is placed along with Jupiter, great knowledge and wisdom this person has in in doing some kind of business ideas. So very good in getting into profession like Bollywood, Hollywood, whatever you can say, in film industry. So this is the kind of person who can become an actor, depending on how, if Rahu is placed, because that is something which plays important role in understanding, in getting into this industry. But let's move on to Venus in sixth house, guys. So Venus in sixth house is actually not happy here, because it is debilitated in Mercurian sign. But however, even if it's exalted, it is not good, because Venus exalted in sixth house can expand the diseases. It can expand diabetes, or give liver issue is something which is given by planet Jupiter. But however, anything related to lower intestine, intestine related problem, you can get time to time. Your energy level will be little bit lower. You can actually have many enemies. Female enemies are someone who are going to trouble you. Females around you are going to act like your enemy towards you. So you have to be very careful with this placement, unless and until Jupiter, even if Jupiter is looking at Venus, it is only going to expand the nature of it. But Jupiter's aspect, fifth aspect, is actually going to give you some kind of blessing. Venus placed in sixth house, you can get married to a, a person who is a lawyer or a singer, or someone who is a doctor. Because you have to understand that Shukracharya was actually a dev, who, sorry, he was a Danav guru. So he is also a doctor. So if Venus is placed here in Aries in Ashwini Nakshatra, this is a very good placement for an Ayurvedic doctor. You can excel in this, in this profession. You can become a very good Ayurvedic doctor with this placement. Even if it's placed in Satabhisha Nakshatra, it is very, very good for, becoming a doctor. Very, very good placement. Venus in sixth house should definitely get into a profession of healing or should get into uh, you know something related to doctor profession. So let's see Venus moving to seventh house, how it is going to give you. Venus in seventh house is very powerful, guys, even if it's debilitated, being placed with malefic signs. But if Venus along with Ketu placed here is definitely going to give separation from spouse for a time period, but it's not going to give divorce. There are people, there are couple who are getting separated from spouse but never going to divorce. So this placement can be that they may be inclined towards spirituality, but Venus along sitting here, Venus should be sitting here alone can actually bring a lot of wealth, success, attract many people towards you who are here to actually guide you. Okay, but Venus being placed in Scorpio, you are going to meet people who are very much jealous of you most of the time, or even if they love you or they care for you, they are very possessive of you. So you have to be very careful. If Venus is in Scorpio in seventh house, your it's just not about spouse who is going to be jealous of you or being obsessed with you. It is also the other people, how they are pursuing you. You have to understand that. And Venus in seventh house here is actually being placed in Libra in Kalpurish Kundli, is actually very happy at times. It wants to expand itself, it wants to love people around them. But what happens is people do not respect you for who you are. Even if you're loving people naturally, you're giving, you are a very good giver, you want to give yourself to people, but people would never respect you for what you're giving to them. So Venus in seventh house should be very careful of not giving too much of love to other people or towards your spouse. They may not respect or reciprocate the same thing in return. Venus in 8th house. Venus in 8th house is a very good tantric guru. Let me tell you, if you have Venus in Taurus in 8th house in Rohini, you are going to be a very good, excellent, in occult mysticism. You should definitely, or any native, that native should definitely get into occult mysticism or healing. This is a kind of placement for someone who can dig deep into unknown things which no one actually could have dealt with. Venus in 8th house can actually pray to certain deities which no one has actually come across. Like they can pray to goddesses Kali or some kind of aggressive god, some kind of aggressive god, because it is a natural ruler of Scorpio, which is ruled by planet Mars. So you can actually pray to Narsimha god, or even a female goddesses who have who is very much having masculine energy within her, like goddesses Kali or Durga, something like that. But Venus in 8th house is very secretive and very mischievous. So what happens is people tend to misunderstand this person's personality. They are not how they seems to be. They are naturally mysterious, but people think they are hiding something from them. So they can have some trust issues. People can have some kind of trust issues with the people who have Venus in 8th house. So no matter what you do, people will always think you are not someone who can actually be trusted easily. So Venus in 8th house is always being doubted by many, especially by their spouse, or or being troubled by their in-laws. So Venus is, it's a 8th house is also your in-laws house, right? So your in-laws can, especially females in your in-laws, can actually try to trouble you, or try to act as if they are talking to you very sweetly, but still they will tend to initial of your marriage time, they will definitely create problem for you. But later on, they will understand this is your real personality. So you can act like a sweet talker to your in-laws, but they may think that you are trying to manipulate them. But slowly they will understand in time that you are who you are. So initially, yes, you will face a lot of problem in Venus in 8th house. But Venus in 8th house in debilitation is not good for health wise. It can give some kind of unknown disease which you have never ever come across. Especially if Rahu is also involved, then it is going to give a lot of severe piles related issues, or some kind of health issues which can never be figured out by anyone. And Venus here is is very good in making kutniti. you know this is the kind of person who can make plans, hiding from people, and making some kind of play. You can see a person who is creating problem in others life. So this is a placement for that. There are certain people working in government, or anywhere, in any profession, who would suggest someone to they're very good in creating problem in others life to benefit something to others. So this is that kind of you know person who gives a lot of ideas, how to come out of a problem by creating problem. So let's see Venus in ninth house, which is the natural ruler of Sagittarius, and it is ruled by Jupiter. Here this is a very 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 knowledgeable person, but however people will not respect you initially for your knowledge. And no matter how much spiritual you are, people will think you are not spiritual, you are just acting. So when time passes by, when you prove yourself, people will know that yes, this is the real guru who they were actually looking for. you know Venus in ninth house gives a person a spouse who brings huge luck in their life. This person is going to bring blessings in your life. If you are struggling in your life and your seventh house lord is not well placed, and if you have Venus in ninth house, then your bhagya is going to change after marriage. And you always have some female in your life who will act like a guru. You will always have females bosses. If you're working for someone, you will always have bosses who are female, because Venus here will always attract mostly female bosses and female gurus towards you. Venus here actually gives a lot of comfort in this person's life. This person can have very good knees and very good leg. Their leg shape can be very pretty irrespective of how Venus is placed. I have seen if Venus is debilitated also, it it gives prettier face. Venus debilitated gives prettier face compared to Venus exalted. I have seen this in many charts. So don't think that your Venus is debilitated in ninth house, so your bhagya is not going to support you. It is not going to be that way. You will still be loved or respected by a guru. Initially there can be difficulty in finding a guru, but you will find a guru. But however, what I have seen in this placement is that Venus here is naturally a born guru. So you have to figure out what kind of guru you are, and what kind of knowledge you have, and how you can actually help people through with your knowledge. Okay, so Venus in 10th house. Venus in 10th house is a bit difficult placement, to be honest, because It is the ruler Saturn, and it is something which is very coldest planet. And planet this planet doesn't allow Venus to expand its knowledge very easily. Initially, these kind of people are going to face a lot of struggle in their career. They do not have a good career life. It is strange to say this, but I have seen many people having this placement. They are jobless. Venus in 10th house people, they are jobless because they do not get satisfaction in the kind of job they wanted to do. But however, even if they are jobless, they will always have someone to look after them. They will get all kinds of luxury, all kinds of comforts from their home. Even if they do not have even a penny in their pocket, there would always be a female to take care of them. Even if this is a man having Venus in 10th house, there will always be a female in your life who will take care of you and all your expenses. But definitely till the age of 35, or yes, 35. After 35 only I have seen the career getting shot up. But after the age of 40, they are going to earn huge amount of money. These people are going to earn huge amount of money. I have seen this happening. Venus in 10th house, you can meet your spouse through your office, a job, or work related things. But I have seen Venus in 10th house people also getting married to someone through their relatives. Um, a distance relatives can actually play an important role. A female distant relative can actually play an important role in getting you married. This kind of placement can many a times give arranged marriage if seventh house lord is not associated with Rahu, Ketu, or Mars also gives a love marriage many a times. So this is what I have seen. But Venus in 10th house, if your career is not picking up, you should actually get into a profession of healing, or you should work in a medical profession. This placement actually is demanding you to work in a medical profession. That is what I have seen for many people. Venus in 10th house, for few people, if it's a lagna lord being placed in 10th house, still it will going to give you struggle. Even if it's powerful, you can get into real estates or land related, property dealing related profession. But it is going to take a lot of time for you to uh, get that kind of stability. Venus in 11th house, Venus in 11th house in Aquarius, it is an Aries sign, and Venus also rules Libra, which is also an Aries sign. So Venus is a bit comfortable here compared to any other signs, because it is very much grasping people's attention, huge masses. It loves attracting female friends. Even if you're a man, even if you're a woman, you have a lot of female friends, counterparts, who are there to help you gain. You can gain a lot of money, profits through females around you. And Venus in 11th house should actually keep your feet really clean and neat to get gains and profits from people around you. And Venus in 11th house, uh, you can meet your spouse through your elderly sister or elderly brother, or through a maternal aunt. So there are high chances of this to happen. But mostly this is a karma sign, so you can fall in love very easily. Venus in 11th house people fall in love very easily, and they are very much prone to tempting and having sexual pleasure. So they should be very careful of um, what they are attracting. So you can attract certain females who have certain kinds of addiction issues, so you have to be very careful about that. So Venus in 12th house. Venus in 12th house is a bit difficult placement even if it's a Lagna Lord. But if it's a Lagna Lord, at least it can give you some kind of relief, you know, in some way, because Venus is exalted in 12th house in Pisces. But if it's debilitated and it's 12th house, many people are going to question this person's character, and they should be very careful of how they are carrying themselves, because people around them can judge them very quickly and judge their character very quickly. And mostly I have seen them getting into controversies. If 8th house lord is not associated with this Venus in 12th house, still they will get into controversies. Females will gossip behind their back, and this is the kind of person who is very much spiritual, natural spiritual healer. So this kind of person should actually get themselves into profession of healing. They can learn certain healing profession. They can become a tarot reader or something related to that, can actually give this person a lot of gains. But some amount of of whatever you're earning, if you're just, when you're getting your salary, just take just a rupee, or how much ever you can, just put it in you know uh, some donation box in in temple or masjid or church, whichever religion you belong to. If you put there, you will see your money getting expanded. You will see your money getting saved till the end of of the month. And if Venus is placed in 12th house, you should avoid bathing with tap water. You should bath with mineral water, because what Venus is doing for you is it's harming. Okay, Venus is also liquid, right? Venus is also liquid cash. Venus is also ruling with what I have seen is that you have to be very careful of what you're eating, and what you're wearing. You should avoid wearing red colored clothes mostly, even if it's not being placed in. If your Mars is also well placed, you should avoid wearing mostly red color clothes, because it will not give you much controversies. And start bathing in mineral water. You will stop extra expenses by bathing with you know RO water or mineral water. This is what I have seen. I have suggested one person doing this, and they have benefited it actually. And stay away from you know your maternal females in your your mother's side. If there are females, just never ever say any secret to anyone. This is going to spread. So this is what I have seen with this placement. So, but I have never seen this people cheating, or Venus in 12th house. This is not a kind of person who would cheat on their you know spouse, or who would have multiple partners. Yes, they will have eh, love failure, but they will be loyal to their partner. This is what I have seen. So that is there, guys. It was just a short video. I may make more such videos based on nakshatras, so stay tuned for that. And please do comment in the comment section below if it if you want any more such videos on this. Till then, bye, take care.